And we're lagging again in my own game.
Qualcomm released a notice that there was a day one vulnerability found in like it was like 1,300 of their products.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels like a bad launch there, bud.
Yeah, it was a lot of like Android devices and stuff. The patch was already in place before the news was announced, but yeah, that could have been real fucking bad.
Yeah. Well, and it makes me like nervous isn't really the right word, but just like skeptical of AI deployments in code bases.
Mm-hmm.
Of like how many people actually are QAing code in a way that that they actually know how to QA it and are effectively able to do so. Because like you can write 30,000 more lines of code at a time and have a human programmer then try to review it, but like you still have to review. I mean, I suppose you could say like, well, I like ran, whether or not it runs tests, but like if you're looking for vulnerabilities, those aren't the tests you're running. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see the study that came out recently about people who vibe code versus people who don't vibe code? People
No.
who vibe code feel like they're, faster and more productive while coding, and they're actually 20% slower.
Oh, that doesn't surprise. It's the same thing as like like smart people are more likely to think themselves dumb and dumb people are more likely to think themselves smart. Like, it's not that unbelievable. It's like someone who doesn't actually understand what's going on being like, yeah, it's totally faster is like, well, unless you knew what you were doing, and then no, it wouldn't be. It's faster compared to like you learning coding. That's not the issue here.
Yeah.
The issue is that you should have already learned coding. You want to run some matches?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ranked threes? What are you ranked? Oh, we're not allowed to.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that'd be allowed. I haven't ranked since season 6.
Okay. Yeah. I'm still kind of surprised that they're like rank checking a diamond game. That feels like not. I guess maybe Smurfs are still active. I really do. Epic is like gonna start cracking down with bans on like known Smurf accounts and bot accounts and shit. They just released in a patch notes or like an article or like what's coming. Like hardware level bans too. So like if you get caught smurfing on one account, then
It's gonna be like IP track.
Yeah, exactly. They'll essentially ban the whole station. Which, like, okay. The flip side is, for example, Hot Sauce and I were playing a Champ 1 game, and Hot Sauce at the end of the Champ 1 game, someone was like, imagine being a smurf and not saying GG. And it's like, buddy, you're like Hot Sauce was like Diamond 2 last season and just like and hit like Diamond 3. Like he was the lowest rank in the whole lobby. And they were like, you're a smurf. And it's like, no, dog. Like this is his main account. But my point is just that like how many times do you have to get reported for smurfing before they're like, yeah, it's definitely a smurf without you being a smurf? True. Like what does a reasonable expectation, like a reasonable suspicion look like? And it's it's the same thing with like kind of everything with that. Like whose judgment are we talking about here? Because like that, it still means unless you're doing automated checks, which is like even more kind of sketchy because it's like, well, yeah, he got reported for it. It's like that doesn't really mean shit. Nice. And so on the one hand, like it's good that they're doing something about it late.
Yeah.
Like they should have been dealing with Smurf problems like seasons and seasons and seasons ago.
I'd argue a platform ago even.
Yeah, I mean, but like Epic really should have taken over the game and instead of doing anything about trading. should have handled like servers and Smurfs. That would have been a solid way to do that and like immediately ingratiate. Like at that point, you could have gotten rid of trading, and like some of the community would have been on your side. I mean, maybe not. That actually, I might have overreached there. I genuinely don't think that anyone was on board for getting rid of trading. That was such a like, what the fuck.
Oh, wow. I'm really bad. Never mind. They are too. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We're fine, dude. This is unranked twos. You got time. You know what I mean? Nice. Ooh, what a save.
I should be on that.
You're fine.
What's wrong with me?
Well, I think primarily right now is that you had no boost. I actually think you're fine otherwise. The boost question just really was a question. Oh no! Hiya! Uh-oh. You're good. Oh my god. He's a fucking machine, folks. We'll just clear that out. Wow, look at this guy dribbling. Just doing circles on the map. It's not in yet. It's still not in yet. Lol, we missed those.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah. I actually think I got in your way on that one. Obviously, it's not going to give me a save for that, but I'm a little upset about it not giving me the save on that. Boop. Excellent fake. This guy's faker. Oh no!
I'm bad.
Nah, you're fine. Ooh. 10 out of 10, they don't read their opponents. Could not be bothered. Oh, okay. I thought he scored that for a second. Nah.
Sorry, it was either my boost or his.
Oh, you're fine. Go for it. Yeah. 10 out of 10 pass. Oops. It was also supposed to be a pass. It did not work out. Oh, I'm lagging again. Oh boy. Sure am lagging. Oh! Sorry to immediately scream in your ears when I missed that. I really should have thought of anyone but myself. Oh, wow. Nice shot! Yeah, that was solid. Little dribble around both of us. Yeah. I should have gone. Ouch, my axles. I also like that it's Axel from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
Not. I tripped him. Oh, really? That's in. No! Oh! Yeah, that's brutal, dude. Oh man. How is the degree going? How far are you these days?
Give me 1 sec. I gotta
do your thing.
Go help Kins with something.
Yep.
I'm gonna back out real quick.
For sure. Well, I'll tell you what, we've learned at least how to create a multiplayer free play. That's a win. I sure wish I knew how to do that better. I have not figured out dribbling to save my life. I mean, that's an okay flick, but it's not especially useful for the middle of a game. See, I jumped before it settled.
Okay, I have returned. Oh shit! I figured you were just gonna queue.
No, I'm doing free play. It's fine.
Entirely.
You're good, dude. I said I was gonna try some dribble practice today, so.
Gotcha. Can I get another?
Yeah.
Oh, I can just do that.
No. And I'll decline it. Yo, Juked him. Thanks for the follow, my dude. I appreciate that. What is that on? That's on Twitch. Appreciate the follow on Twitch, my dude. We're now at 581 followers. Do you know what that means? It means we just, I suppose, last follow, hit our goal, and now we've got a goal of 590. Not sure how I'm not following. Last time I was here was 8 years ago. Holy, my dude. Okay, but welcome back, my guy. You were here the last time, the first year that I was streaming. Oh my god, Juked, was that back when I was doing key giveaways? That was key giveaways, dude. Bro, do you remember some guy telling you about that's still one of my favorite clips, Jukton. Was that you? That's still one of my favorite clips from this. No way. About about some single dad somewhere being like, dude, I fucking nailed this box lunch. I took 2 pieces of bread. I took an uncooked slice of American Kraft Singles cheese. I put it in between the bread. It's not a grilled cheese, but it is a cheese. Dude, yeah, that's still one of my favorite of all time clips. Thank you so much for coming back, my dude. Dude, what? You just gifted 20 subs? Juke.
I can feel it.
Oh my god. Are you sure? Well, okay, actually, all sales are final and no backsies. But, yo, wow, and Rude Poo just followed too. Jason gets a sub. Damn. Snailcat gets a sub. Keeves gets a sub. Epiphany also just followed, gets a sub. Bruh. You know what? Hopefully, if you ever want a key from me in one of the giveaways, this is like just, you had interest on that. Saving up. Although, okay, but I was going to say, in your defense, Jukdom, this stream went dark through like the golden age of streaming in 2020 to 2022. So like, I really also, like, just so you know, I would be a fucking idiot to assume that anyone was going to stick with me when I like literally went dark for fucking 8 years. No, wait, 4 out of 8 years.
I could feel it.
So like, you're a very, very nice person. I never did. I need no keys. That sandwich clip was a highlight for me. Dude, I forgot that we were clowning that night too, because wasn't that also the night of talking about going to prison? Maybe that was a different night. I am never on Twitch. I was actually deleting clips. I'm a dad now and shit, trying to tighten up the online stuff. I get it, and also don't delete my clips, please.
I could feel it.
Please no. Just tell him it was someone else. I'll tell him it was someone else. Tell me which ones. Yo, you just summoned Jason from the oh my god. I also thank you for letting this sub audio play so many times in a row, because this is one of my favorites, obviously.
Or to save on postage, just poison him with this.
Or we could, to save on postage, we could just poison him with this. It's Yzma and Kronk. I can only hope that someday Eartha Kitt hits me up and is like, where's my royalties? And I'll be like, here you are, queen.
Oh, I could feel it.
Hell yeah, NTBT. Key 1 pound. I don't know Key 1 pound, but Key 1 pound. I think that's also a recent follow, dude. You just made a lot of people's days as well as my own. That was $100 of subs, Jukdom. You're crazy. I don't know, maybe you got a discount, but still, that's wild. Okay, so you're a dad now, and what else? What else has been going on, dude? Are we running? We're still running unranked 2s?
Take it, Kronk. Feel the power.
I have been lately.
I could feel it.
Or to save on postage, I'll just poison him with this. Take it, Kronk.
Actually, 2s I think gives you more room to practice.
Or to save on
But
postage,
it really depends. Like 3s is like competition. So if you want, yeah, like it's kind of a good way. Also, wait. Director of technology for a big tech company and just alive, bro. I think if you're the director of technology for a big tech company, you're more than just alive, bro. You're like directing.
For any, cybersecurity professionals?
Yeah, you let us know if you need someone to
within a year and a half.
Put their greasy fingers all over your tech. I am happy to eat hot wings while I work on your servers. I'm going left. I'm assuming you can't name the big tech for whom you direct the tech. Also, can I also just say that being the director of tech at a big tech feels like kind of a flex? No? You know what I mean? You like work among the tech nerds and you're like the techiest nerd of the tech. Well, unless it's all tech bros. Although tech pros are still tech nerds most of the time.
So many vests.
We are the best. Oh, so many vests. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's just a Patagonia store in there.
Yeah.
Leadership is a different position. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, okay. But leadership basically, like, you would probably report to leadership directly, which means that essentially everything leadership has to say about the technology stack is from you. Let me know if I'm misrepresenting that, but essentially you're the one who does the work, and then leadership like makes decisions based on your work. No? I have a team that does the work. I make decisions. Oh, okay. So then leadership literally just regurgitates whatever you tell them. Is that, am I, or do you mean that? Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're in full redundancy right now. Got it. Sick. Capitalism works.
And a CTO.
Oh, that is a good question. So do you report to the CTO or do you report to like the Uber director of technology? How does
Are you just being modest about being a CTO?
No, he said he's not leadership.
Oh, okay.
Like he's the one who, he has a team that does the work, then he learns everything about the work from the team, and then he tells leadership, who apparently just says what he just said in, I don't know, Times New Roman, I guess. Our CTO is also our president. I suppose if you are a tech company that does, so it's a little fuckered. Well, you said big tech, so you've got to have, okay, hang on, quick, somebody Google big tech companies with a CTO as the CEO as well. Somebody's talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's really mad. Nice shot.
Thanks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the impression that he's not the best. Okay, all right. CTO is also your president. Yeah, I'd imagine that does get a little confusing. So then you like tell him what's going on and he goes to a board meeting and just talks to himself. Is that
Obama giving himself a medal.
Exactly. Thanks, Obama. You're welcome, Obama. Well, we have investors. Okay, so they listen to him talk to himself in an empty boardroom.
Our CTO is
Yeah, he just says yes, pretty much. Sick. So glad that the capitalistic machine is working. But investors only care about, percentage non-laryngitis. Yep. P&L. Profit and losses. Right. That was my second guess, but I figured... I thought percentage non-laryngitis was a pretty close guess for sure.
I mean, you were almost there.
I was almost there. Yeah, couple of syllables off. I mean, that is like, not to get big capital on your ass, but like that is kind of what investors are there for. They don't give a fuck what you do at the end of the day, right? Like they're there to see number go up, number get much big. Yeah. I mean,
by the way,
he goes, yeah. I know me play game well. Me no like the game. Yeah, I was gonna say you probably play the game better than me. And by probably, I mean completely certainly I don't direct a big tech company's technology department. So I'm curious, does that mean that you started in like IT? So you're the guy going around being like, our server infrastructure is not servering. Also, this probably is like the most boring conversation that you probably don't care about. This is like what you go home to get away from, and instead you showed up to my stream and I was like, what if all we talked about was your job? What else? What okay, you have a child. That implies spouse and or baby mama. How are things on the home front, my dude? All good? Are you still in the stage of like, I don't get any sleep and that's not okay? Or are you at the stage of I don't get any sleep and that's fatherhood? I guess is what I'm really asking. Both are perfectly legitimate places to be. Nah, wife is full stay at home. Mom, we run a 1950s household here. Oh, so does she have one of those like homesteading Instagram accounts? Being like, leave your husband and start a homestead account. LOL, JK, not me though.
Does she mill her own flour?
Yeah. Do you guys live on a farm? Is what we're trying to ask. And actually, that's a double-edged question, because I'm curious both what you mean by 1950s household, and also as a director of tech, I'm assuming you like don't have a single smart device at your house. Are you one of those, or are you one of the guys that has only smart devices because you're like, fuck it, it's happening anyway? I do have a lot of acreage. Oh, this guy's got acreage. 49. Check it out. This guy's got acreage.
That's success.
It would be, I mean, honestly, that is like literally success in an investment mortgage.
I'm humble.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me report and block this fucking guy.
Yeah, buddy.
What the fuck?
Right now.
What is his deal, dude? Getting that off my screen. I do have a lot of acreage, but it would be considered a hobby farm. So you like grow a knitting hobby kind of a thing, right? Like you have a bunch of like knitting trees and like, I don't know, what else is a hobby? Like you farm garage bands and like, what else is a hobby? What do people do for fun?
RC airplanes.
Oh yeah, do you do RC airplanes?
Or RC cars.
Actually, let's skip that step. Tell me about your RC airplanes. I know you have some.
Have you started building your own ultralight yet? And what is the plans for it?
And actually, and you know what? No, I do not. Okay, so then how many drones do you have? Because it's one or the other. You work in tech and you don't do hobby airplanes. It's gotta be the helicopter equivalent. Because if you aren't flying shit in 2026, what are you doing? Oh, that's true. You could have a train placement. Oh, I was right. I crashed my last drone into the lake and never retrieved it. So you were a drone guy. Okay, listen. This is the pot calling the kettle black. I have a drone. And you know what? You're a better man than me, because you crashed yours into a lake and you never retrieved it. I crashed mine into an active logging site, never retrieved it, and got another one thinking, but surely I won't crash this one. And admittedly, I haven't crashed that one, but I've been like far more cautious about how I use it. And I do have the low res version. I really should post it at some point. I have the low res version of me like flying it into a tree. And 5 minutes later, I drove up there as fast as I could. Because I was like, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile from where they were logging. And it was just like, I was like hobby flying it on our property, and the logging company was there to like thin out some trees that are like, that were growing in too dense kind of a thing, right? So I like get up there thinking they're probably like not moving that fast, right? You know, within a couple of minutes, and they're like, oh, sorry, that was like 3 trees ago. Yeah, that's in a pile of lumber that's several thousand pounds. That's not coming back. Oh, okay, great. Awesome. They were like, maybe come back in a week once we've hauled out all the trees and you'll find like its carcass. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, that's awesome. You know whose carcass I never found? Droney #1. I got mine as a work gift. A work gift drone?
crazy.
Okay, all right, but mine. Hang on. There are different
Like
drones in the world.
Pro, like
No.
Mavic 4.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's like one of like the small ones that are like all hand control, you know, like kind of automated, or are we talking like DJI Mavic? Because I'm running a DJI Mini Pro 3, and I gotta say I love it, but there's definitely limitations to what it can do. Specifically, like certainly not FPV droning. That is not a function on those.
I'm so sorry.
Although you can turn off like stabilization so the image turns with the drone, but there's like a maximum tilt that it allows. And so it always looks like kind of silly and choppy rather than like fun. And then I did have an uncle. Well, I still have an uncle. This uncle is alive. I'm seeing him this week. Let's just clear that up right away. Who was like back in, because he had a farm and he needed it for not prospecting. What's the word for when someone comes and like flies your property to get a sense of acreage and things? Survey the land. And so he like bought this super fancy drone so he could kind of do it in one pass, and like did it a couple of times, maybe a couple of years in a row, and then like never used it again. So actually that is a DJI Mavic 2 that he was just like, do you want to use this? And I was like, like kind of no, I'm afraid of it, but sure. And I think I still have it in one of my cabinets here, and I've never charged it, never turned it on. It was a DJI Avata that I lost. So wait. So you were doing, isn't the Avata one the one that can do like 85 miles an hour as an FPV drone?
Dude, I was gonna say Curveball was an FPV drone, but I was like, sure,
yeah,
it would be a work gift.
Dude, that's a nice drone. Those are like $700, aren't they?
What the fuck?
I was skirting around on top of the lake and the battery died. Yeah, that'll fucking do it, dude. God. And those things are not light too. Those are so heavy. Like I bet as soon as that turned off, it just dropped like a fucking rock. Thanks for the gift sub. Yeah, hey, what up, Ken? Sorry to give you motion sickness. Thank you for braving the motion sickness for this. Juktum showed up and made us all feel like less of philanthropists. I've been here hiding in the corner. You've been here hiding in the corner and getting motion sick the whole time? That's crazy. Thank you.
Oh no, she's spying.
Oh, okay. I mean that. Oh yeah, did the Hong Kong lead ever reach out?
I don't know. She didn't say anything about it.
Okay. I'd be curious about how that shipping works, because I'm sure it's a real pain in the dick right now.
Yeah.
Landed about 20 feet from the deck. It still ran underwater and tried to find the... You tried to find the bubbles, but had no luck.
An animal.
You're a machine, dude. Also, can I just clarify, is this lake on your property? Do you own a lake? Is that one of the hobbies that you farmed? Sorry, I love the idea that a hobby farm is just like, yes, we farm hobbies here. And then I got really good at The Legend of Zelda. Oh no, I'm lagging. No, this is my cottage. Ah, yes, your cottage. Yes. We're living different lives there, buddy. Although I literally sell poison for my job, so like I could probably like have a useful to society skill, and maybe I'd be more successful. Vape store? You know what? I'd be a great poster child, and like let me know as soon as someone needs a poster child. I will poster child that vape store. As long as they only sell just like chunky box mods. No, I am I just play with yarn. At least you do something useful. Well, okay, but is selling wine really useful? Oh, whoops. Juktum says yes, it is. Well, Juktum, if you're are you a wine nerd? What's your favorite wine? Hang on, let me make a sale here virtually. Floor, I'm a human cat. I mean, okay, but cats don't drink wine, I don't think. Although I guess humans do, to be fair. Calculated, no problem. I actually don't drink anymore, but I feel for my drinkers. Damn. Was it like a necessary decision, or was it more like a health conscious decision, or both? It could be both. And that's also a lot of information to give out on the internet, so you don't have to. But sorry, that was just my first thought. I have a couple of people in my life who have made a necessary choice on that one. I was getting blackout drunk and pissing in random corners of the house. So like mostly for health, maybe a little bit because it was a problem. Sure. And I have enough self-humility to not care. Yeah. Well, and also like, that is a problem that causes yourself problems. I feel like that's probably like, it can be harder maybe if you're causing other people's problems. But if it's something that you end up having to deal with, I feel like that's and you might have struggled a lot, but I feel like that's a pretty easy conversation to have with yourself of like, actually, I don't want to be cleaning up piss in my house's corners. Maybe not. He says, yeah, that's actually about it. Damn, red for filth. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, fair. I kind of stopped drinking for a couple of years because I was working in liquor stores, and well, actually, that was when the stream was going on last time, which I'm sure you might remember. And then my employee discount went away, and it was like pretty tragic, and I wasn't happy about it, and everything cost more, and so I essentially like drank through what I had, and that was the end of it for like 5 years. And it wasn't that I didn't drink, it was just like, like occasionally I'd have a beer with a meal kind of a thing, and that was about the extent of it. I didn't keep anything in the house unless it was cooking and blah blah blah. And then selling wine, it turns out that actually part of that job really kind of does depend on me at least being like social around a bunch of drinkers, which doesn't require me to drink. Oh my god, I don't think that should have scored. I think we should have gone to OT.
I saw it hit ground.
Also, my wife did not appreciate me marking the house. You know what I appreciate? I appreciate that you call it marking the house. That's you clearly. I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it, and it's not something that was like this. I mean, maybe it was devastating, but at least you can joke about it now. That's I could imagine that might have been a point of contention at some point. And I'm sure there were great arguments on both sides. That's what I would say. But maybe she won a little bit, slightly in that argument, and it became clear. That's so funny, dude. But yeah, so I think what I'm trying to get at here is that I'm starting a new Instagram account that's going to be rating restaurants based on how good their Shirley Temples are. So if you want to sponsor me, you let me know. I don't think anywhere that doesn't do garnishes is going to score higher than like a 5. Like I think garnish is going to be a full. I think I have to have like 5 criteria that I rank all of them out of 10 and then average the scores. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, like, how could anyone trust my Shirley Temple reviews? Loki, I feel you could have a fire podcast. I mean, I've already got the equipment for it. What I really need to do is rent out a shared office space and start grifting people for their hard-earned money based on being a coach for something. Take back control of your severe money, poor financial habits. By which I mean make more poor financial decisions, not like stop doing it. I mean do more of it.
So you're there to help them.
Yeah, right. I'm there to help. Correct.
So you got $5,000 free on your card this month. How about
Bring the Shirley Temples to you? Whoa. That's a next level idea, actually. Do you like hot wings with famous gay people over Shirley Temples? That is a very specific niche. For like, first of all, we're getting sued for sure by hot ones. Second of all, we could maybe countersue because our name would be more correct, because I am positive that all famous gay people are extra hot. So the name would ring doubly true. And 3, I don't know, dude. I think that distracts from just like the pure Shirley Temple of it all. I want a rubric. I want a scoring system. I want tasting notes, and I want to be really harsh about it. And also really nice if they deserve it. But like I had a Shirley Temple recently that not only did you get a double Luxardo cherry garnish, you also got a lime wedge. You got fresh Squozen lime juice added on top of the whatever Sprite or 7-Up they were using, and they made their grenadine in-house. How many people make grenadine, my dude? I'll tell you right now, it's like 5 fucking people in the world. Because most people just buy Rose's grenadine.
My wife can vouch for me. I have made homemade grenadine.
No, I believe it. And also, like, some bars definitely do that. But, like, not a lot. Not a lot of folks are using enough grenadine. They're like, hell yeah, we're going to hand press this in-house. So I feel like you'll get, like, a good amount of... variance in terms of like the quality of Shirley Temples, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's a good way. This is just my personal opinion, but Shirley Temples are one of the best ways to judge bar. Like how committed to their job are they, kind of a thing. And I don't mean that to say like it's all the bartender's fault. I mean like if you're in a fancy cocktail bar and someone orders a Shirley Temple, I would be surprised if that bartender wasn't like, I'm going to make the most fire Shirley Temple that I know how to, just because like they're on the clock and that's what they do. Like, why wouldn't you just be like, this is now a point of pride. This Shirley Temple is going to be absolutely dank. And I think those kinds of businesses really deserve to get recognition for that. Because sometimes I be going out to bars and I be getting Shirley Temples and they're not good. And that's especially if I'm in like a somewhat fancy place, like that's a pretty disappointing bar to sit at, you know? Sorry, I'm truly, I have not stopped talking about bars since you told me you don't drink. Okay, what else do you farm on your hobby farm? Aside from Avada DJI drones and, as far as I can tell it, like financial independence. Like, I bet this guy buys his oil by the barrel. Oh, sneaky. Sneaky. Dude, 29 subs is crazy. Crazy. Sorry, I'm I think I just quit working, you know? I think this is the peak. You're kidding, we're tied. Honestly, I just smoke a lot of weed and try to keep sane. Oh, so you're okay. So you're not full sober necessarily. You are California sober, not drinking. Just try and hit the anvil while the iron is hot. 33 right now, hoping to retire at like 40. Oh my god. The dream, dude. The dream. In a generation who has just been told that their retirement age might get raised 10 years on average. You're shooting for 40 years old retirement, which is baller as hell. That is a big dick move, my dude.
I'm currently 29 and still not in a quote-unquote career yet. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I've gone back to the career that made me want to get a career because I got laid off out of my other career and then like fooled around with freelancing for several years and it's going okay. It's not going great. Oh, I just got demoed. It's okay. When they eat the rich, I'll be getting munched. I don't think so. Actually, I want you to know that like I don't think that's the level that they're gonna go after. I think there's like 30 dudes that frankly will solve the problem, assuming their assets don't get like, well, their assets are already squirreled away. So actually, we're all fucked. But I think probably you're gonna be safe. Like you still work for a company. You don't own that company as one of 10. You know. I think you're gonna be okay. Unless we need to have another talk about like actually this is just your side gig that you do on the side from running like 9 companies. Which damn dude. How you get all them companies? Oh, you're part one. Well, okay, but is that because stock options, or is it because you and a buddy started this big tech company? What did you start Google? Hang on, Jukdom. Like what? What are we talking about here? How big is big tech?
It's just Hewlett of Hewlett Packard.
It's Toshiba's American division. Specifically their laptop division, which no longer exists. Nah, not that big. Okay, so we're talking about like Salesforce's data backup company. Like the company that backups. You're kidding. That goes in. Like 200 employees in totality. Oh, very niche market for big corporate companies. Wait, are you George Clooney from Up in the Air? Do you go around firing people? You know, like, or are you Anna Kendrick? Are you the one who's digitizing firing people? We do like MDMA and UEM management, if you know what that is. Yeah.
That's just MDM.
Mad Dog missiles and ultra efficient magnets. Yep. I do know what those are. Just in case you guys were wondering at home. Mad Dog missiles and ultimate efficiency magnets.
Your knowledge is impressive.
I know. It's because I read so many fucking books.
Oh, yeah. In your garage with your Lamborghini.
Yep. On my hobby castle grounds.
In the Hollywood Hills.
I'm gonna guess modern data management and mobile device management and unified endpoint management is like why you can't watch YouTube on your work laptop. Oh. So you're the fun police? You're the chief technology director at the fun police.
Banned.
Yeah, hang on. We gotta permaban this guy. I mean, time him out for a second. I'm gonna send you glittery poop. I am the fun police director. You're kidding me. You're the reason that hentai is the most searched porn category in the US right now. I hope you know that. What a bold claim. Meanwhile, I'm watching Twitch whilst I answer emails. Dude, it's Sunday. Why are you working on Sunday? Is it because the unified experience management never stops? What a shot! Oh, close. Oh, unified endpoint. He literally told me what it was, and I still didn't get it right. No, it's my ball. You get paid big dollars to not sleep. You know, that actually, yeah, that checks out. But at least you can work from home and not sleep at home. Yeah, yeah. How long have you been flying wingsuits? I don't know. That's pretty sweet. So you're like 7 days a week, never sleeping, but they bought you a hobby farm and give you DJI FPV drones for fun at work parties. You know what? That's a trade I could get behind, actually. How many Lambos? I'm assuming at least 5, but I won't judge if it's only 4. I'm kidding. I will judge if it's only 4. Also, we call it golden shackles. Yeah, it's still gold, Heavy is the wrist that carries the golden shackles. I don't know, man. I think you're doing all right. And you're not working for a scummy health insurance company, so I'm still sitting here yes, you're the fun police, but I don't think you're gonna get assassinated for that anytime soon.
He's the fun police for the scummy health insurance companies.
Yeah, which actually is kind of beautiful.
That's fun for the public.
Well, except that the public still works at the scummy health insurance companies. It just the fun police also, I assume, police the executives. Actually, wait, no. This is a unique opportunity. Do you install the same software on the CEO's computers as you do on the regular workers' computers? Because if your answer is no, then I regret to inform you that you are an implement to the bourgeoisie. But only then. As long as you're still policing CEOs, then it's fine. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, you are. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, I regret to inform you that you will be hunted down in the next revolution. I'm sorry. Do you ever think about doing that, though? Wow, they really didn't ask for this, but... I could do something so funny right now. Can you imagine, right? The CEO gets into work and starts watching porn like always, except not this time when it's blocked. Because, I'm assuming they do, right? Yeah, what else are they doing? Other than, jacking off their investors. I'm being really rude to your bosses. I hope that's okay. I'm assuming that because you're not the one doing it, that's okay, and I don't know that to be fact.
Also, Juktum, when you first came in here, you had a dragon scimitar icon next to your name, and my neurons activated. Are you an old school player?
And suddenly my stream's about RuneScape again. I am an old school player. Yep. Yeah, honestly, you know what? I am not normally this person, but you actually might want to talk to 49 about potentially. He's doing an IT program, and he might be a good benefit to your company, and also maybe a new RuneScape friend at the very least. You guys should hang out, maybe. Because I don't know a lot of RuneScape players, but the RuneScape players that I do know are all friends.
I still talk to Rob.
I know. I had zero doubt about that. I suspect even if you hated each other, you guys would still be like, yeah, but old school though. I mean, like, he's like one of 5 people in my life that know what it is.
I don't have anyone else to raid with, so I may as well raid with.
It is a dead game. I just gotta take teammates where I can get them.
The fact that it's like as large as it is at this point is hilarious.
Oh my god. So he says, I mostly just log on and do Theater of Blood with the boys these days.
Oh my god, you're a giga Chad running Tob.
You've lost me, but are you maxed? I mean, pretty clearly, probably maxed.
Raids, it's considered one of the hardest raids, like pieces of endgame content.
Like if he's doing Theater of Blood with the boys these days, as like a, yeah, it's just like what we do for fun. I'm assuming he's maxed, right?
Yeah.
That's a fair assumption.
At least very close. I mean, combat stats at least.
That'd be like on Diablo 3 being like, yeah, I'm running like Greater Rifts like 135 at this point with my off build. It's like, yeah, okay, you like play that fucking game. Got it. Combat maxed, yes.
Have you done Inferno or Coliseum?
And just like that, Max became a stage prop. I have more hours in Rust, I think.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah, I got both my Inferno and Colo.
Crazy.
Wouldn't it be Call? Just saying. I don't actually know how to spell Coliseum. Oh no, lag. When in doubt, throttle out. Nice. Put it downfield. Big booms. He's nuts. I'm bad. Have I been bad the whole time? The answer is yes. Missed it. Oh, what a fake. Almost. What? What a save. Holy shnikes, dude. Do you still play Rocket League? Or is it all just Rust and old school now? Or did you ever play Rocket League? Did you just used to hang out in my stream? Wait, yeah, you did. Because you were playing that. You were playing that game. Oh my god, you were sandwich cheese. Oh. What a happy reunion this has been, Chukdom. Like, subs aside. Sandwich cheese. Oh, what's the other one I really like? Because I think you might have been
Rocket League.
I never played Rocket League. You were just in the chat? Actually, that does check out. That does check out. Yeah.
We had some crazy VCs.
We did. Were you also in the chat where I was talking about like I was being the dad that you haven't seen in 14 years and being like, first of all, the supermarket line was crazy. The chances are crazy for me. Saw the clip, died laughing, open your channel, you were on. Crazy coincidence. No way.
That's wild.
Because that is one of my favorite other clips from my channel. Is somebody, I forget, oh, it was somebody said like, you never come to my baseball games anymore, dad. And I was like, okay, first of all, I did leave to get cigarettes. Oh, it was so good. It was such a different time in my life. Although not by much. I'm still just some dude living in an apartment with a cat, playing Rocket League on a stream. Not famous. Decidedly not famous. So like 49, get on that. Why aren't I famous yet, 49?
My bad.
Yeah, clearly your fault. Why aren't you sharing all of my Rocket League memes on Instagram and TikTok? I will say, I suck at TikTok, dude. I think TikTok hates me, but also, I don't think that's a fair excuse because, like, Instagram. It's probably just that I'm.
I try to make the vertical layout too, so that you can just download it and send it, and it's already like pre-laid out. Oh yeah, I'm bad about that though. Post any of your Discord or any of your Twitch clips.
I probably should. You definitely have a good personality for it all a marketing game at this point. Yeah, well, did I mention that was my career that I got laid off from, and like maybe it shows. and I still do freelance of it, and I just put 0. I also BRB go smoke, fair enough. But that is a hilarious, yeah, that is my job, and I hate it. Hence why I'm going into wine sales, because I actually enjoy wine sales far more. It's a lot of rejection, but like at least it's kind of fun.
What rank do you think these guys are?
Plat 2. And maybe that's high, honestly.
Okay.
Although, Matt MD was on our team, I think, last game. But they're like pretty slow to challenge, and their challenges are really just like one big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Tends to be around plat and diamond that people start slowing down to like ground dribble. And I would say like, yeah, you should do that. Because it's going to be a real pain in your ass at first, and just sometimes you're like in our corner and nobody's close to you. At which point, like, you know, drive slow. Don't waste the boost, kind of a thing, and like take your time. Because that will trip up plat players like more than shooting on target. Hilarious. The other thing too, at plat, let them like at plat you can let the other team punish themselves. I mean, you can even do that at diamond. So like, I'm not even gonna chase that guy. He's gonna fuck up and give us the ball back, kind of a thing. And like our teammate chased him. But most of these folks aren't gonna do much. They're gonna like boom it downfield, and then if you just wait, like, you'll get the ball back. See, bam. Is that on? Easy claps, dude. Easy claps. And as for you, pal, or as for your pal, if he's taking an IT class, he shouldn't have a hard time finding work. Hardest part is finding an industry to jump into. Yeah, it's true. And I think that is, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, 49, but that is why you're taking that class, is because, like, professionally it should be far more lucrative and, like, in demand than what you're currently doing, yes?
I mean, it was kind of always the goal.
Yeah.
It's just, it happens to be that my employer offers free college through a university, so.
Oh, sick. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I'm not paying a dime for this degree.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that it was your employer. I figured you'd gotten like a scholarship or something. That's awesome.
No, it's through Best Buy.
That's awesome. As much as I don't think Best Buy is a good store, that is really cool.
So the current plan right now is get my bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I graduate, go to corporate doing cyber stuff for corporate, to then continue the free education into a master's, because the school also offers a master's in cyber. And then once I get my master's, then go get a real big boy job.
I mean, you might even be able to find a interim job that I suppose if you make use of the, like, paying for the degree again, then do that. But yeah, also,
that's the only reason I would be moving to corporate, is to continue that free education.
Which is fucking OP.
Too much money on degrees that have not panned out.
So like that guy just put it up out of his corner because he wasn't expecting that I was going to be able to play it off the wall. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, they're punishing themselves by just like letting the ball be. And so if I just kind of hang out here at midfield, like bam, there it is. Bam. Meow. Missed. Oh. Oof. Hello, Kit Kat. Well, Juktum, I'm glad that everything's going well. And I'm happy for you, buddy. I think that sounds like you're in a very good spot. From watching Twitch with the boys, and I'm still blown away that you just like showed up and hung out in chat. That's so funny. But I'm glad everything came together, dude. I'm glad to see you again. And you can thank 49 for convincing me that I shouldn't just give up on streaming. Mostly out of a sense of strong guilt, but it worked. It did work. Loki, glad to see you online. I was actually in the fields for realizing these clips were 9 to 10 years old. It's kind of wild to me to think that this stream has been going on that long, but it has. Feeling dusty. Listen, man, I'm 32. Don't give me that talk. I will outdust you, my guy. Well, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say you might be older than me, but
I think he said he's 33.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that's what he said.
You might be right, bro. I'm 33. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you are the superior dust. Never mind, old fart. Yeah, but isn't it surprising? Like, I think I'm simultaneously at this age understanding. I'm simultaneously understanding two trains of thought right now at 32 that I think like the Romans probably didn't understand until they were like 67. Which is that one, as I age, like I still think I'm 25. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, yeah, like of course I can carry that very heavy thing without worrying about my back or stretching beforehand. No problem. And then simultaneously, like I'm aware that I'm the oldest creature that has ever existed. And that I will continue to age at a rapid pace that only feels like it gets more and more rapid. And it's hard to reconcile those two. What is RSN?
My RuneScape name.
Oh no. Also, what is a foo? Am I too old? Too young for that? Too old for that? Which one is it? Ooh, that was close. Oopsies. Sorry. Pew. Oda block thing? Maybe a dragon. Oda block? What is Oda block?
Oda block's a very popular RuneScape player.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm getting RuneScape memed in my own chat. Jesus, clip that, all you old school RuneScape players. You fucking dildos. But it's a good point, dude. Almost a decade of streaming and and keys getting taken away were a real problem for me. We monetized in the first year, like almost exclusively on key giveaways. Turns out if you hand out $10 for free every Sunday, people like that shit. Maybe that's what I start doing. Is I start every Sunday I'll like gift 10 subs, but you have to be watching. Maybe that's the new giveaway, because I get half the money back anyway. You know. I mean, oh no, I'm spending so much money on this. Don't check.
I think that's what they call padding the stats.
Yeah, yep, a little bit. It's like getting botted, but like being a human while you bot yourself.
Nice shot.
Thanks. I didn't think I was gonna go in. Boop. What else? What else is going on? Oh, I built a. You know what you should do? Jukesum, are you in the Discord? Because you could. I've spent like 4 years and all of my savings to build a race car that kind of functions some of the time. And I recently recorded some of its noises, which I'm sure you probably won't care about at all, but I care about it. So now you have to. That's how that works, I'm pretty sure.
Huh, what is that? 8 cylinders? I laugh in 12.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, LOL, my Ferrari laughs inexpensive. And Italian expensive too, so you know it's good. I'm taking all the boost. So sorry. I tried listening, but I'm not a car guy at all, so like over my head. Well, so it's the sound the engine makes. Can you imagine? I was like, those are the wheel bearings. Maybe that's the next viral video for that account, is me being like, listen to the sweet sounds of my wheel bearings. Yeah, but like I'm not sure how to determine good versus bad sound. Oh, you don't have to. Just its sound. Listen to it. That is a great shot. I mean, all right, touche. Damn. And also completely fair. To be fair, I didn't notice that it was only running on 7 cylinders until like a year of driving it. So, you know, I'm not the greatest judge either. I think I can take some of the sadness of that away, which is that it had gotten tuned with 7 cylinders, so they made it sound as healthy as they could have with 7 out of 8 cylinders firing. And I had no, you know, reference really for it otherwise. But yeah, one of the spark plugs, like maybe it had started getting bad after I had picked it up, because it sounded pretty great when I first picked it up. But yeah, one of the spark plugs just like wasn't firing and ended up melting the catalytic converter. I feel like an autistic child listening to car noises. Well, I have news for you, Mr. Director of Technology. There's like a 97.5% chance that you are, and you just don't know yet. So listen to those car noises. It's good for you, I think. Pretty sure that's how that works. Doctors agree. Don't ask.
Stims out in V8.
But yeah, so I did not know that, and eventually we figured out that it was like a real problem. That the engine wasn't exploding correctly. Who'd have thunk? And now it sounds real healthy, but although now it burbles a lot more, and I don't know how I feel about it actually. I kind of feel like a takeover kid with a pop tune, because there have been a couple of gunshots where I'm like, no, like that's no, stop it. I'm not here to disturb the peace this much, you know? Like maybe a little bit.
We robbed Dom's 4-rotor. Have you seen those videos?
No.
A guy built a rotary, but he built a 4-rotor.
I've seen 3 rotors, like twin turbo 3 rotors, but I don't know that I've heard of 4.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
It pushes like 1,100 horsepower.
Oh, I feel like that might be low.
It's like all-wheel drive, and when he cold starts it and it doesn't want to start, the backfire sounds like someone is setting off like a bomb. It is so loud. There's a video of police getting called on them because
I believe it.
Started up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, luckily it's not that bad. Ooh, close. Sorry, let me sniff that ass. Come here. Just trying to sniff your booty.
Oh.
Trying to breathe in them farts. What else juked him? What else? Or have I been mispronouncing your name? Is it actually Yuktem? Are you Swedish or something? Parentheses derogatory? Ooh, nice. Way to get up there. Nah, it's Juktem. Yeah, okay. No Swedes here, apparently. Oh, whoa! What is a calculated? 1950s household. Do you churn your own butter? Are you part of an Amish community? I have some Dutch lineage, but I'm a Canadian. Oh god, so you're like nice and super weird? 51st state type shit? Wait, hang on. You're Dutch lineage Canadian working for a big tech company.
The puzzle pieces, we're assembling it.
I don't know why I had assumed that you're American. Like tech exists in the other parts of the world. Why? You've just made me unlearn some American propaganda, I think.
Do you work for Linus Tech Tips?
Wait, do you? Because statistically it would make sense. Like maybe, but it's still like
Canadian. That's about how big LMG is.
I mean, does Linus Tips do UEM MDM?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't sound like something that handles like systems. I do not work for Linus, lol. What you got against Linus?
The
Damn.
one and only technology company that I know that's from.
Yeah, you know, the only Canadian company in tech, as you're aware.
Yeah.
As a Canadian techist. That's so funny. Wait, so, okay. 51st state, though, that implies that you might be close to the border. Please confirm or deny. Or do you just mean that all of Canada is the 51st state? Because, like, please don't say that too loud. Our government might take you seriously. We have enough illegitimate wars. We don't need to go to war with Canada, too. Canadian population is about the equivalent of California. Stop selling it. Stop selling the idea. Juked him. I cannot stress this enough. They might hear you and be like, he's right. And we could totally take over California. This is an Amazon service. You never know. It's like exactly what the Patriot Act was made for. It's a running gag at this point. I mean, they could, but it would still be shit. As in Canada shit. Are you a Canadian that hates Canada? Because, like, damn, relatable. Not that I hate Canada, but that I also kind of hate the country I live in. And it's like mostly from a place of like, I know this country could be better. And just like it decides to not be. No, I mean like taking it over would be shit. Yeah, okay, that would be. We're on the same page. Yeah. Word. Cool. Cool. I will also say though, it would be shit, but like again, they might hear you. Just because it's shit doesn't mean they won't make that decision. In fact, these days it's feeling like because it's shit, they might make that decision. Mad Dog, what a mean fucking bump that was. Now no one gets the ball. Yeah. I don't even like the ball. What a save. Oh, you? Yes. We lose in the end, but it's a shit process. The proper way to do it would be peaceful absorption. I don't think that's like what's that game where you're the orbs that eat each other? Atar or something .io. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like this isn't a game of that. You know what I mean? Like we're not just gonna like I think you're the larger landmass. I don't think we can just absorb you. I think if anything, well, actually, Alaska might throw that calculation off, but like Alaska, I don't think really appreciates being ours anyway.
Wow, what a play.
Yeah, that was a pretty fire pass, dude. Look at this. Just like absolute dinger right out to fucking midfield.
They left.
Yeah, I probably would too, actually, after that. Well, this is going nowhere. Time to leave. Wow. You know what else this means? This means Twitch has to pay me. Jukton, let me give you politics and stuff. Yeah, no, I just don't think politics and stuff not my thing. I think that is probably intentional by people who do politics. I think the people currently in world politics, with like a good amount of exception, there are definitely folks who like want people not to have politics be their thing. So like I hear you. There's a comedian that did a really good bit about like, I'm just not very political, and they're like, oh, so you must not be like a person. And they like list out all the things that like politics affects, which like, by the way, is everything. They obfuscate the information. I think it's actually like even more nefarious than that. I don't think they just obfuscate it. I think they make it really like a painful process to be a part of, intentionally, so that people don't want to engage with it. And so I totally understand why people don't want to engage with it. And like hell, I don't want to engage with it, and I still try to, and that sucks. But like generally speaking, politicians, particularly career politicians, tend to benefit when fewer people are involved in politics. So yeah, I just that is although yeah, I suppose you're also I'm just remembering that you were like fully like, yeah, I am a tool of the bourgeoisie. So like maybe it's also a self-defense mechanism. That's fair. You know, it's yep. Oh, I missed. But I think we're approaching we all are in the end. Well, gosh. Oh. Marx is grinning at you from beyond the grave. So true, comrade. The actual people who aren't part of it are sitting on the curb shouting slurs. You know what? Sadly, I think lately it's been feeling like those are the people who are a part of it. if that makes any sense. I think lately that really has felt like what it is in a way that's both unsettling and not normal. But yes, I do hear ya. So it's funny. I was gonna sit here and be like, I am really political, but at the end of the day, like, I'm like not a professional political activist. I'm not someone who goes to every, like, I've been to quite a number of protests, but I fail my own standard of political activism, which is like, how recently and frequently have you been tear gassed by the political majority and enforcement? And I like, not actually that recently. So I'm one of the lames at this point in my own eyes. Our teammate really wants to be involved in this play. You see him driving right next to me the whole way down the field. Like, I love you 710 is such a good name for him because he is stuck on me, my dude. Wow. Wait, did you just leave or did one of them just leave?
No, one of them.
Oh, okay. The stars, the stars really make it hard to know.
Yeah, Epic doesn't like big titty anime girl.
I have a hard time with morality and politics when they overlap. Hard also dealing with people who become overly emotional on topics. Effectively end up feeling like some moral zealot, and it's self-defeating. Oh man, yeah, a lot to unpack there. Woof. Yeah, I think where I usually get really frustrated is that, like, I am happy to debate policy, assuming we agree there's a problem, how to solve that problem is a good debate. Whether or not something is a problem, I think, is usually where I get really frustrated. And there are folks who get really up in arms about those kinds of things. And I get why, you know, sometimes it's because they're being debated as whether or not they are the problem, effectively. But like, all meaningful policy debate has to come from a place of like agreeing there is a problem and then discussing a reasonable, workable solution to it. And if like any political process can't get to that point, you're in a pretty tough spot. And I think in the US, like, for the last 8 years, it's really felt, even 12 years, it's felt kind of like we really aren't on that in that space. Which is frustrating because like I feel like not long ago it was like, you know, we had like pretty well agreed upon issues that we were debating, and it doesn't really feel like that anymore. Nice goal. Thank you. I try really hard to do so because scoring is important, I swear.
Unfortunately, Epic hasn't added the golf game mode where the lowest score wins, so...
But you know what? They could.
Yeah.
They could pretty easily. I'm still butthurt that Rocket Racing showed up in Fortnite and was such ass compared to like what it could have been. Like it could have been such a good way for people to like practice flip resets and like cool movement. You know, you could have had these like sweet like fragmented maps where like you have to be able to like fast aerial to do the shortcut kind of a thing. And instead we got fucking like badly made Mario Kart. Yeah, like what are we doing here? And it was essentially just so that they could do the IP crossover of having the Rocket League cars in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Ay. What a garbage decision that was. Oh, close. I think Mad MD is sticking around purely because we've been not mean to him. And
he was on the other team last round.
No, I know. And his teammate was like giving him, I don't know if you have all chat turned on, but his teammate was like, you should just play on your own at this point, dude.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's being real rude to my boy, Mad MD. Oh, I'm bad. It's fine. Nice. Good challenge, dude. Way to get there. Oh, Mad MD. Nope, but I'll keep it up right in front of goal.
Oh no, I got bumped.
It's all right. It was, I really should have just scored that, and instead I didn't. Oh, he beat me to the ball. Full stop. Wow, if only I knew how to shoot, huh? Be so much better at this game if I could just put the ball where I wanted it. Aha! Oh, he's nuts. Right into him. How disappointing of me. No way. Yes.
Wow.
What a slow roller. Slow roller. Oh, man. Then the bump and the playback. Yikes. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. It was a bit unfortunate there.
Uh-oh.
Go to the right. Oh, might have been a mistake. Was I supposed to go for that?
No.
Kinda. Oh, it was Mad. Whoops.
Yeah.
He's missed kickoffs before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9:37. Oh my god, I get to cook dinner soon. 10 p.m. dinner. Well, actually, I probably won't eat until 10:45. 10:45 dinner.
Honestly, that's not an uncommon time for us to eat, unfortunately.
Well, one of my friends like hates coming over when I cook, and I suppose you can't anymore because we live in different states. But because I'll always be like, yeah, we're like making food, and we'll be eating like we think around like 8, and it's always like 9:45, 10 by the time we eat. Because like, oops, I got going late, or like, oops, I forgot that I needed that ingredient, and so we just didn't have it, so I had to go grocery shopping before. Sorry, I was lagging out.
This ingredient took way longer to prep than I anticipated.
Yeah, that is also a very real one. The one that it always happened with was for like a month and a half, I made like beef bourguignon like 30 times or something. Like a lot. I was spending a lot of money on chuck roast at the time. And I make like a pretty mean, it's essentially like a pot roast, but like slightly more French. And it's very, very good. And I decided that Julia Child was involved. I don't know if she'd approve, actually. I didn't boil the bacon like she said. Wow, what a save.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, the first step in her recipe is like actually to boil bacon bits, and that just like pissed me off. And then she followed that up with like, as soon as you're done with that, like throw away the greasy water that you just created. Which like also pissed me off. So I was like, okay, we're gonna slow render this bacon, and you can go fuck yourself, lady. And then I used the bacon fat and a high smoke point oil to make to brown the beef, because like duh, it's free real estate. And then what? And then pretty much everything else is according to her recipe, with like, you know, more or less quantities of ingredients, maybe, if I'm feeling cheeky. Like I think hers is like maybe 3 cups of wine. Mine's like just dump the whole fucking thing in there, bud.
What's a wine bottle for?
4 to 5, depending on how heavy you pour. I suppose in terms of like kitchen measurement, I'd have to look up how much 1 cup is volumetrically as a standard measurement. You know what I mean? Oh.
Sorry, I kind of just gave that right.
No, you're fine. And then I would do, so you got bacon, you would do chuck roast. If you're really feeling cheeky, you would do bacon and pancetta, because then you get extra fat to brown your beef in. You brown your beef, then you do all your, you do your mirepoix. So you do your onions, carrots, and celery roughly in equal parts. Season that shit up and cook that in the leftover fat. And then maybe a little bit of butter if you need some more. And then make a roux. Like add some flour to that. You can do it a couple of ways. You can actually put the flour on the beef, and then it like cooks out of the beef, or you can make the roux with the vegetables and then pour all your liquids in. I think it's better to do it with the vegetables. It's more even. And then you just like have to have 3 hours at least. Because once you assemble everything with like your herb bunches and stuff, you throw it in the oven, in a Dutch oven, or like in a pot with a lid for just 3 hours, and you don't fucking look at the thing. And if you're feeling really cheeky, then you get some like baby portobello mushrooms and some pearl onions, and you saute them on the side and throw them in with like an hour left. And then if you're feeling even more extra, once it's done, you strain out all the solids. And you add cold bits of butter to the liquid, so it like thickens like a pan sauce. And it like gets like kind of glossy and glassy. and then you add the solids back in, which is, I'm not gonna lie, I've done that like all of 2 times because it's just like a whole nother step and a whole nother dish, but holy shit, it's good. And your liquids are essentially like a full bottle of wine and then
God damn it.
bone stock,
Nice shot.
bone broth, like the fresher the better. Great pass. I mean, I know it was a post, but great pass. But anyway, so you do all that, and it's like, it truly is one of the most delicious things ever. The downside is that as I was messing with it, you know, like sometimes I'd mess with a liquid and then like, oop, too much liquid is left over. Guess we got to leave it in the oven for an hour and a half because I added like an extra cup of whatever the fuck it was that I added. And that friend came over like a bunch of times while I was in this, like, I need to make this dish over and over. The other thing I was making was lasagna, like trying to get my lasagna dialed in, and I would make my sauce from scratch, which, like, again, you add a little bit too much liquid and like all of a sudden your sauce isn't the right consistency to like bake down properly. And so you just got to let it simmer on the fucking stove for like a while. So several times he ended up eating like 3 hours later than was advertised. And that's my bad. Oh,
Whoa.
it was a good cut. Great save. Good touch there. Can he get the third one? Oh, he did. He just didn't manage to get it in. Oh, bummer. He read that. Ooh. LOL, I just got my absolute ankle snatched, dude. Oofda, fufda. Whoa, Batman 5000. Which one? Is it 0 or 5000? Really? Wow. That was a good play.
Landing.
Yeah, well, he had a good like couple of touches in a row there. Yeah. That was impressive. That's it. Nice. Yes, way to get there. As soon as I said that's in, I realized I actually don't think that was going in. I was like, that's in. And it's like, that's going to post. Fuck. Going to the right. Oh,
Wow.
did I make it? No. Okay, we're good.
He was fast.
I might have handed that to him a little bit. Lol. Nobody expects that defense.
Way to break it up.
Sitting on the wall. They never saw it coming. Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. I'm lagging my absolute pants off. Oh, what a shot. Holy shnikes, dude. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
What a carry. And then off the top post.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, Matt really cucked me on that drive.
I mean, I believe
on
it.
The wall carrying it, and he comes just ripping up the wall and bumps me and just gives up control. I was like, oh yeah, all right, it's fine.
No, this guy is trying real hard. I'm also sorry for hitting you there.
I don't think
Bummer. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I could do one more game.
I was literally gonna say that was my last.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I need to go make dinner. I'm like getting. I realized I talked about pot roast like a little too long. You know what I mean? Like where you're like, oh, am I hungry? I think I might be hungry. Juked him. May the 51st state stand strong on its own. And
teach me how to raid.
Yeah, teach 49 how to raid if you're feeling really nice. And congratulations on your hobby farm and
successful.
Your child. And your lovely wife. And it's good to see you, man.
Thanks for not deleting clips.
And as always, if you poop, I will find you. And I will put it back. Have a good night.